Right, we're probably going to Immaculate Trial Dungeon. Samid.
Wait! Stop! Can it be? A source hunter? Oh, my fortune! They're coming for me! The cult! Oh, they won't! I am Samid. I once, but in time, I escaped that terrible place just to gain access to that nest of vipers. You'll have to become one of us. Speak to Loik, the immaculate abbot of the village to the witch. I'd always heard as it stands, source hunt.
I get the feeling that he's here to basically tell us who are the important people in this general area you really need to talk to. We've already talked about like Twitch and Loic, so no reason not to proceed forward. There should be a couple of Immaculate guards here. Not sure I want to fight them. I mean, we can always come back if I really feel like it. Fight them. Our current goal is to infiltrate the Immaculates, not to pick a fight with every Immaculate that comes our way. They're nothing special.
In her holy name, halt! You shall not tread upon. Has rot taken your ears? I say. Ah! You have passed the test. Be on your guard, though, for vicious creatures crawl upon the sands. Find the skull of stone. But it pleases me to suppose that one of your strength and ability may soon join our ranks. Future friend.
Right. We have the correct level to proceed.
Goddess be with you, knowledgeable one.
I don't seem to have any particular items as loot.
Careful, friend. The wasted lands beyond this bridge are overrun with lost ones.
Goddess's greetings, traveler. Be wary while wandering these northern plains.
Pickpocketing might have been the more sensible approach. She has some potions that I might be interested in. The rest look like not so much. Nothing of real value.
An immaculate day to you. If you come seeking the god...
Right. Had to switch gear, which I am not willing to do. It's just a little bit of extra.
Stashed in here.
Suddenly a hail attack scroll from a random bunny hole. I need to order these magical supplies from time to time. Otherwise, they're in wrong place, so you don't really realize that you have more. You actually might have more scrolls than you realize. Yeah, I have 5 hail attack scrolls now. Where the hell did these pop from? More than winter blast scrolls. 3 meteor strikes. I think 2 lightning storms. How many earthquakes? 3. Right. There's no reason to hold on to any of these. That's probably enough to wrap this entire map area. And we'll be buying more continually.
I suppose I'll be spared the...
Out of the way, human scum! Your stink
Oh, look
is
at that.
making my
Lightning
house
storm.
sting.
I'm not sure about the tornado. Okay. There's a potential ring, that's about it. Immunity to burning unlocks flare, so it's a weaker version of the sword ring we already have. Yep, a bunch of rubbish. Have I been selling my equipment lately? Not enough apparently. This could have all been collected very recently though, but since we have a chance to sell it, we'll sell it. Water, air resistance, rubbish. Perception, armor, that's a terrible armor class. Right. Thanks for the scroll.
If you're not interested, sis, though I suppose a sack of gold, the weight of that, you'll not find some.
Oh! Oh my, oh my, oh my. Psst! Friend, you must help me. Oh goodness. Oh dear, I beg you. This goblin you see before me, my so-called master, is a cruel and ruthless... friend, if you have a shred and if you'll help me, I'll help you. I know all there is to know about the goblins of Luculla, and I know their greatest weakness too. A secret I'll happily share once I'm free from this goblin's claws.
Move it, you idiot.
1,000...
Hit the flesh from your hide.
Yeah, I'm interested in your secret. I definitely left the goblins, especially the village, in the first playthrough, and I never went back to them. There's some kind of totem issue that controls them perfectly. Never returned to that. So if you know their secret, I want to know. He's good, very good. Yeah. Holy shit, resistances are pretty much at 100%. So you can kill him through what? Physical damage only, and he has pretty much close to 2,000 hit points. Even crushing resistance 50%, so the death punch can work over well. Slashing and pierce can work. I think that would mean the voodoo dolls would do us a reasonable amount of damage.
Come forth and butcher my enemies! I need to speed things up.
He has good evasion skills too. You get 3 turns time to do a lot of damage. I can lower his armor class a little bit too. Yeah, that's the... I was going to say that's the biggest problem, but that's not really the biggest problem. How much damage do we do this way? 300? Yeah, I'll take it.
My pins are growing longer.
And he's bleeding. We could try it to get in touch too. I think I'll do it because I probably can't kill him on this turn, so he's going to try some kind of heal ability. So he's going to basically kill himself. This will last at least 1 turn. He will probably save against it on the next one. So we can't rush it too much. As well hit it where it counts now though. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, 1,311 points of damage. Drank a potion.
You did it! Hero, friend, ally, and patron! You saved my hide 1,000 lashings, and for this I'll Oh, such your plate, friend. I can think of no other than you who deserves this precious piece of imp. Goblins can be crafty and shrewd, my friends, but in matters of superstition, they are as simple as snails. They'll abide every last directive given by the totem that stands in the middle of their village, from running circles till you collapse to drink a carafe of hemlock. Some say the totem is possessed of a powerful demon, but I've seen the village shaman creeping off to a little cave on the outskirts of the village, and shortly after he creeps, a certain goblinly voice comes hissing from the totem. Whoever has access to that cave, friend, controls the village. This much I know for certain.
Yeah, I'm increasingly believing that we would have done this and the goblin village first. We might have had a different solution in the mines too, with the trapped goblins. Maybe order them to help us or something. I'm still interested in what the hell you can do with the village, because it's not really tied to anything else. So what's the benefit of doing this?
For my part, I'll make my home and fortune elsewhere. North to the Phantom Forest, where I'll be safe from whip wielders and bridle yankers forevermore.
Still, that was a good fight for us.
In the footsteps of the brawler.
Good use of equipment and good use of the heal prevention.
Ooh.
It's usually, I think, about the halfway point when they start to heal seriously. So once you dip below that, cross that line, you have to take into consideration that they'll likely heal. I'll have to make new voodoo dolls. The ones we have available are just fine, but we don't have that many of them. So if there another need arises, I don't have the numbers to get anything done. I'll add, let's say, 4 or 5. Probably start buying more. We're going to the area where there's perpetual slow going on. We practice for this. Yeah, 34 is the best. Unity to slowed. I need to add nails to that. Right, requires the crafting gear. Armor rating went down a little bit, but not substantially. Not in a way that it would really threaten our gameplay. But we are much more vulnerable to physical damage now. Also, we're entering an area where poison damage is used constantly, so I'm not happy with the 29% poison. Not sure how good it really get away with that though. There's probably a better ring for us. The immunity to petrified is fine, but I'm not sure if it's all that important. Poison and water resistance. I'll let it stand for now. We're not really going exploring here. We're going to the temple. And the temple doesn't really have spiders, if I recall correctly. But to travel there, we might encounter some.
A tempest of dust! These high plains might hide something more sinister than the forest below.
Sheet of paper. That's a rare find. I don't want to fight the spiders. Yeah, there's quite a few. Sand widows. They're like the goblins, but only worse. There's a couple of eggs here and there. Eggs probably don't have much of a detection range though, so I can sneak past them. With any luck, the boots will be unnecessary at this stage. Yep. Short and sweet trip. Wait. So 6 percentage point per 10 armor rating. This should be mostly puzzles and very little fighting.
Welcome, initiates, to the Corridor of Bane.
Help! I'm lost!
Yeah, I seem to recall this place. Tonic spray. I was about to say this is mostly filled with this worthless crap that offers you no decent loot, but adept level or higher spell scrolls will suffice nicely. And though we don't use those tectonic sprays all that often, the only reason is though that the current area enemies are pretty much healed by them, or so resistant that it's not worth it. That can easily change very quickly. Then there's a massive demand for them suddenly. The creatures usually healed by air are vulnerable to earth, very vulnerable. I think the earth spells might be key to victory in the later stages of the game. A lot of void creatures there.
The floor here is black as night. Ominous, I'd say.
No shit. Mindius's last word.
My heart decays within me.
Yeah, we're immune to rot, so don't care. Wonder what the rot actually does.
Welcome, initiates, to the Chamber.
I think I know what it does, because if you give a rot or Tenebrium item to a trader who doesn't have the Tenebrium skill, they'll start slowly dying. So that's what it does. But it'll take it's like 1 point every now and then. It's something that you can live with if you absolutely have to. Not something comfortable or nice, but still. I don't see if it would make much of a difference in a fighting situation, for example. It might cause you to lose 10-20 hit points during the fight at most. Right, they tell you exactly the percentage you have on the scale, so it's not a guessing game. It's easy to get the correct weight, or alter it to be the correct weight. Yeah, I think that's the point here. You're more or less just hunting for the items that you use to put out the scales. There's not much else except these bases that might provide decent loot if you have certain type of equipment set. God damn it. I feel like there's probably a better way to talk to these little shitheads.
Rot's pretty awful, but I've seen Brandon with...
There's a trap here. Yeah. I was sort of certain that there would be. Book of the Immaculates, Chaos Rules. Warning about this place being dangerous, if I recall correctly. Yeah, thanks a bunch. A blank scroll, rare loot indeed. How do you open this? There has to be a button or okay, button or a switch somewhere. Does this have something to do with it? Because the mine here is a very strange place. I don't get why it's here. Oh, button. How easy to miss.
Did that cause a reaction?
Wish there was a light spell in this game. Something to illuminate things more clearly. Well, there's a bucket of water. Surely it's not gonna be used as weight.
This seems to be broken.
That sort of looks suspicious. It's a head of some kind of an animal, I guess. At the same time, I can't get anything out of it, so just have to leave it. And there's nothing. The map shows that there's nothing behind it, so it could just be a decorative thing. Right, we probably have correct weight for another switch now. Not for this one though.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
It had to be very small weight if a bucket of water is way too heavy for it. Maybe some candles would do. Right, something heavier. We could probably put some kind of a selection of items there that would suffice. But I think the area is probably filled with things that matched it perfectly. So better to such a heavy barrel versus a barrel. I'll take your heavy barrel. One or the other. Imagine that.
This seems to be broken.
Yes, indeed it does. Deadly Spores, Master Level Attack Scroll. I'll take it. A lot of Earth Scrolls here.
This seems to be broken.
Pizza. Yeah, Ancient Temple Pizza is probably something I don't feel like eating. Was that all of them? No, the field is still active, so one remains. Where is it? Bucket of water.
There we are. I can continue further down this dungeon.
Right. Not that impressive of a puzzle. Suppose it's to test that the new immaculates aren't total idiots.
Welcome, initiates, to the Hall of Vigilance. Observe, bear witness, or brave the biting shades of failure.
Okay, I'm interested in the ore. Brave the biting shades of failure. What does that mean? Kill something. Kill something means experience and loot usually. And since these are fairly simple puzzles, I'm sort of curious what could possibly be that we have to kill. So let's give it a try. That's not how it works.
Resurrect Revenant! I mustn't have used it correctly.
Void Woebringer. Seems like one of those small melee guys I met earlier. Except much bigger. Ooh, Wanderer. That'll destroy my summon creature. This should not be too impressive. Yeah, it's an okay opponent. Earth weakness, equilibrium and air strength. This is a little bit more impressive. The physical damage is absolutely massive. Not good defenses, so it's weak, but it's like a goddamn truck. So, why don't you fight this guy? I don't want to lower my armor at this opponent like this. I mean, it's I probably would still win, but god damn, that's like 5,000 points of damage. So I would like my 50% damage resistance, thanks. And that's with a single hit. I have no idea how many times he strikes. The Wallbringer is the more important target. The Wanderer could probably be just A single spell could probably defeat that one. And it causes stun on if we hit it. That is amazing. And it keeps summoning new people to battlefield. They'll destroy it. I hope they do. It will use up a lot of their action points. Right. So... I'm going to... What? I'm going to move here. Probably use 2 scrolls without any kind of negatives. Yeah, I have what? 12 points? 10 to use the scrolls, 2 tectonic sprays. But what to do with the 2 extra points? Alternatively, adrenaline would give me 50% turn action points now. We're pretty much sitting at our max or close to it. 20, not even close. I need to attack once. Then I can use the rage. And I can use the rage now, then use adrenaline, then beat the shit out of them. But this needs to end it, otherwise I'll get the gold. Right, we can do 3 scrolls if necessary. I think 2 will probably end this. And I can't target the one that matters. Fuck it. These are troublesome too. This is a slight problem. To get closer to him. If I move, there's no way I can do it, but I've already used adrenaline too. Slight miscalculation, I think. No, this is not a time to start experimenting or be cheap. This guy has to die.
No glory in this death.
No experience. So, wasting resources, basically. Well, no, not really. It dropped loot. Unidentified solid full plate armor, unidentified rapier, and boots. Right, I'm not sure if that was worth it, but we got some money out of it. We can afford to buy replacement scrolls.
This seems to be broken.
Winter Blast. Right, that's the clue. Right leaning, standing upright. Yeah, not eating ancient apple pie either. Okay. Simple enough. Right leaning, standing upright. So what exactly? Okay, I have to assume this is left, this is right, and this is center, although it's not exactly that, but
What was that? I think I heard a door unlatch.
right, not that big of a deal. What else? I'm not even sure if there is something after this. Yeah, there's at least the making of the bloodstone. That's a star stone, so we'll get Homestead will get an upgrade. Also, she will resurrect. Hopefully that won't create problems here. Nothing important. Okay, Starstone it is.
I heard starstones fell from the heavens.
There seem to be all that many lootable things here. Resurrect. This will go back to the start. Right. Okay. Looks like we have an encounter with Loic left pretty much. Which will lead to a fight, which will more or less wrap this temple up. Or does it? Yeah, it should. It should probably proceed close to what it did with me first playthrough, but although that was a sort of a clusterfuck. Because I didn't actually play it like this. I didn't do the test, I never accepted it, but I still completed this play, so there was sort of problem with triggering things. I think I did fight at Loic at some point, so I did manage to do it through some means. Autosave. Right.
Go on! Like all the rest then. Bleed that hen and make your precious bloodstone. You'll get your due comeuppance. Proud and healthy human. Holy hands!
Oh, Lightning Storm, Master Scroll. Let's rearrange things here. No, we have 4 of these too. Jesus Christ. Well, how many master level attack spells do we have in general? I'm not counting these chain lightning type of things. But that's 4, 8, 11, 14, 19. Plus the death punches. 20 something. But death punch is something completely different. Still, about 20 fights we could fight where we, in each fight, use a master level attack spell. I think that's a healthy number to have.
Treasure!
It's a vial.
Well done indeed. You have made it far. You have felt the goddess's bane and... But this cannot be. What is this heathen witchery? The rot is gone from your flesh, yet you proceed. Just proceed with the sacrifice. Kill the chicken, collect its blood, and yield it to the Star Stone. In the meantime, I'll be back.
You'll be back with a force behind your back. Yeah, they're incoming.
There, that's...
They'll attack first. Okay, I'm trying to collect them in a... yeah, shit. Collect them to some kind of central location and just murderize them there. Like, oh, they have fire immunity. Fire immunity aura. Well, do you have any particular weaknesses? Not really. But that's the boss, that's a big matter. They have great resistances overall. No real obvious hole in those that resistance. I wouldn't say their resistance are great by any means. You know, the casters have decent ones, the rest not so much. Poison will still work with this. Except probably against this guy. No, even against him. I'm thinking going with the decoy approach. Need invisibility. I can move a single point worth. Right. Goal, well, the plan rather, is here to cause a distraction. Hope they'll center around this one. Go invisible and see how much damage we can rain upon them. Might not be able to end the fight with a spell, but we'll probably shift things to our favor. Right, we'll stay close to Loic, I would imagine.
Will I ever see my beloved coop again? My sweet little chicks?
Their casters can probably destroy that with a single spell, but I'd like the melee guys to get closer to it before they do it. So, more summoned creatures. That's an interesting thing they tend to do. Just screw over their own guys without blinking. Duelist will charge in, probably slip. Other ice attack. No? Right. Very strong ice team here. Now it's water immunity. So they just switch up constantly, meaning the Nether Jester has to die. I'm not too worried about our physical defenses this time. Most of their attack power is in the casting area. I don't think this will end things, no matter what we do. Probably will make things a bit more difficult for them. I'm thinking the meteor shower is actually a good spell to use here. So yeah, it'll probably kill the Nether Chester, severely handicap Loic, and do a lot of damage to others, and naturally it'll create a bit of fire, which is positive for us. It'll force them to go to a healing cycle. Also, the Jester did not, yeah, did die. Damage bonus? Are you gonna heal your own ass? Vulnerable. Don't expect that. They still have the Stormweaver there. Yeah, it doesn't have any particular weaknesses, I'd say. How do you feel about poison? Okay, you 20%. There's not much he can do, vulnerable or not. I guess we'll prepare until that vulnerability ends. He can probably destroy the summon without too much fuss. That's hardly relevant though. The point is, he would have to spend points actually doing that. I'm gonna try the healing trick on him. Lower willpower, can't touch. It's his turn next, so I think we're gonna wait. I don't want him to use the healing now.
I needed that.
Sure you did. You might not even try to heal though, that's always a possibility. He has to do it now or he dies. So let's see what he does.
Sacred blood heals all.
He had a heal.
All she has revealed.
How can you heal when you have decaying touch?
On the mend.
He just regained 362 vitality. I guess that's a sacred heal of some sort. I couldn't do anything about that. Which is total bullshit, but It is what it is.
Corruption!
Water immunity. Is there a way I can easily end this? How vulnerable are you to Earth? Not that vulnerable. Air would be the best at this point.
They fall. I like this game.
Yes.
Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
Loic is at least in trouble. Yeah, level up for us. Don't think these guys matter anymore.
Burn for me.
They can harass me a little bit, but they're not a threat. And the Weaver has to do something about the skeleton or he's gonna die. Runs closer to us. Sort of. And decides to go back and yeah, I don't get that. I mean, going away that's fine, but if you're gonna go away, just withdraw, buff up, heal, then come back. Wasting your action points going away doesn't really make sense to me. I'm gonna ignore the nether chester, it'll disappear in a couple of turns anyway.
Light as a feather.
Don't use that. Are you immune to lightning? Probably not. Yeah, he is.
May your blood run black with corruption.
But the elemental should disappear now. Not sure about the chester. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
I dance to the death, and my steps the daintier.
I'll try to disable him and beat the shit out of him. All important level up for us. Do we even have empty slots? Yes. Hail attack. So now we have a permanent one
I
too.
am restored.
It's very expensive to cast with us, but we could still cast it every turn. Action point wise, naturally it can only be used once per combat. But it's a good opening attack for us. Even if we can't get full strength damage wise, we can still use the stance and 1 damage buff very likely. 2 might be exceeding it, because we might want to actually use another damage buff during the fight instead of just an opening move. Church hatch key, Lucula portal temple key, chicken corpse. We still make the potion. What would be the point though? Pile of chicken pot. Okay, what the fuck do we do with this? I don't actually have. I have inert stones, but those aren't star stones. I don't. Maybe we can do it with star pebble. Where are inert stones?
The ritual is finished, but nothing happened. I must have drained the stone when I first passed it.
Yeah, that's fine. At least something happens. It acknowledged that you did something with the stuff. I'm happy with that. Okay, what did we get to level up? Just some ability points and a talent. 2 extra ability points, that's terrible. What are we missing here? I mean, what can we take yet? This all seems trash. Extra intelligence point would be useful. Attitude minus 20%. What exactly is it? Maybe things cost more? I don't know. It would be a slight increase in damage, maybe 10% at most, and things would in general cost more. It's not a horrible thing, but it's not exactly all that attractive either. Okay, none of these seem all that interesting. What am I missing? I mean, what could I possibly get? Evade attacks of opportunity. This could be useful. Genuine reason to take expert marksman 1. Currently, in certain situations when I want to position myself for the spells, I have to take a huge amount of attacks of opportunity. Not only do I take damage from that, but also I spent the action point even though I don't reach the amount of distance I chose to move to. So that's the biggest problem. With this, that would all go away, and it's a single point. Okay, that's attractive. These are useful, but requires control 5, so immune to stun, arrow 35, natural immunity to stunning. It's nice, but the ring with the immunity to stun is also just fine with on its own. Then 10% extra chance to evade hits. No. The requirements are absolutely ridiculous. Sneaking 1. Speed Creeper. Bodybuilding 5. Cannot be knocked down. This is nice, but at bodybuilding 5 you're gonna be almost impossible to knock down anyway. Earthquake might be the only thing that would reliably do it. Control 2, 10% movement bonus, which is okay-ish. Immunity to being muted, willpower 5. Again, if you have willpower 5, you're not going to be getting immunity anyway. Immune to environmental effects, which don't care. So basically, expert Marksman 1 would be very attractive. Very attractive indeed. And it's so cheap to do. What was it? Avoid opportunist. Right, not sure about the rest. And I suppose we could take willpower for. It's not a horrible thing to take. I'm not sure about the skill front. We're getting so many good master level attack scrolls, so I am sort of questioning the need to take skills all that much. And we could translate those to attribute points. I'm not sure if it's actually every 3. How many? I mean, what I mean is, does it get more expensive for me to get attribute points the later my levels? Because the cost of you get more action points or ability points in the higher level. So does the cost now to translate ability points to attribute points also increase as my level increases? Or is it always every 3 to every 1? Because it would be ridiculous at a lower level and at the same time fairly cheap at a higher level to do that. So I don't know. I'll hold on to the points for now. I would say I would be somewhat interested in putting them to willpower and more or less leaving things at that. Alternatively, hold them so we can maybe take armor specialist 2. That seems to be more or less the maximum you need for a good armor, if you just find it.
In the footsteps of the brawler.
Still, we got the church key, so we should be able to go to the basement of the church in Silverglen. Also got a level up, so we're doing the management business now. I need to take a good look at my equipment, what to upgrade. Maybe something should be sent to Homestead instead of carrying around constantly. Maybe manage the quick slots too. There's quite a lot of stuff here that I'm not really using. So, and we don't have any more quick slots. We have more special abilities than we have slots. So maybe some kind of a prioritization. A spider is something like I haven't summoned one in ages, for example, so does it really have to be here? A few times a week would use it would probably be a scroll anyway.